Okay. What is E1? Under root 1 plus b square by a square. What is E2? Under root 1 plus a square by a square. A square by b square. Just so E1 square is a square plus b square by a square. E2 square is a square plus b square by b square. So 1 by E1 square plus 1 by E2 square is equal to a square by a square plus b square plus b square by a square plus b square. Which is a square plus b square by 1. So 1 by E1 square plus 1 by E2 square is equal to 1. So if E1 is eccentricity of a hyperbola and E2 is eccentricity of its conjugate hyperbola, of its conjugate, then 1 by E1 square plus 1 by E2 square is equal to 1. Okay. So now here E is equal to under root 1 plus a square by a square, because a is equal to b. So under root 2, E is equal to under root 2. So there is a concept of conjugate, asymptotes of hyperbola here. X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1, or y is equal to plus or minus b by a of x. These are the asymptotes. So what is the definition of asymptotes? First we'll see that. Okay, so tangent at infinite point. What is the definition of asymptote? Asymptote definition is tangent at infinite point. Okay, so I'll draw the figure and show. This is rectangular hyperbola till here. Now it is normal hyperbola. Okay, so tangent at infinite point. Usually we discuss the concept of asymptotes in application of derivatives. Okay, we already finished learning that application of derivatives, but I didn't teach asymptotes because it's not needed. Asymptotes is not needed. It's not in the syllabus. Okay, so how to find the equation of asymptotes is none of our business. So first we'll see what is asymptote for hyperbola in the figure. Okay, hyperbola, y-axis, x-axis. Now it will be like this. These two are the lines which are asymptotes. See, the lines seem to touch. The lines seem to touch the hyperbola, the two parts of the hyperbola, but the lines never touch the hyperbola. Okay, so that is the meaning of tangent at infinite point. Okay, so tangent seems to touch the hyperbola. Maybe the line touches at infinite point. Okay, it seems like that, but it never touches. That is the meaning of asymptote. Tangent at infinite point to the curve is known as asymptote to the curve. To that curve. Now that we are discussing about hyperbola, asymptote of hyperbola, y is equal to plus or minus b by ax. These are asymptotes. Okay. See, do you remember this formula? So this curve, what is this curve? Y is equal to a power x. y is equal to e power x, whatever. This is also a curve. Okay, so this is y is equal to e power x. Both are y is equal to a power x. This is when a is greater than 1, this is when a is less than 1. Okay, now if you observe this x-axis, observe x-axis. So x-axis seems to touch the curve. X-axis seems to touch the curve, but it never touches the curve. So here x-axis is the asymptote of e power x. X-axis is the asymptote of e power x. Remember that. Okay. Now for rectangular hyperbola, okay, for rectangular hyperbola, asymptotes are perpendicular. Asymptotes are perpendicular because equation of asymptotes will be y is equal to plus or minus x, right? Y is equal to plus or minus x for rectangular hyperbola. So m1 is 1, m2 is minus 1. So m1 into m2, product of slopes is minus 1. Product of slopes is minus 1. So asymptotes are perpendicular. Asymptotes are perpendicular. That is the point for rectangular hyperbola. Now there is another thing. See, only rectangular hyperbola is different from ellipse concepts. Okay, all the other concepts are same. All the other formulae are also same. So there's a new thing called asymptotes introduced in hyperbola. Okay. Now, if the axes are rotated, observe this very carefully. Okay. If the axes are rotated, this is perpendicular, right? In rectangular hyperbola, these two will be perpendicular. Asymptotes will be perpendicular. Okay. So if this is 90, this will be 45 and this will be 45, obviously, because this y is equal to x line. How much will be this one? This will also be 45 in case of rectangular hyperbola, not in case of everything. Okay, not in case of every hyperbola. In case of rectangular hyperbola, this will be 45 degrees. Now what if I rotate the axis? What if I rotate the axis? Now see this. Y axis comes here. Y axis comes to the place of y is equal to x, and x axis takes the place of y is equal to minus x. Yes, I'm rotating the axis. If I rotate the axis through 45 degrees, this is clockwise rotation. So if I rotate the axis through 45 degrees in clockwise direction, or you can say I'm rotating the axis through minus 45 degrees, then y-axis takes the place of y is equal to x line, and x-axis takes the place of y is equal to minus x line. Okay. So if the axes are rotated, through minus pi by 4, if the axes are rotated through minus pi by 4, okay, then the equation will be this equation. This equation turns into capital X into capital Y is equal to C square, and value of C square is A square by 2. Value of C square is A square by 2. Now capital X into capital Y is equal to C square, where C square is equal to A square by 2. Remember this. Okay. So why did I write capital X and capital Y? Because that will be with respect to the new axis. Remember that. With respect to old axis, again, that will not be the equation. Okay. What is the equation with respect to old axis? This one only. X square minus y square is equal to A square. Okay. With respect to the new axis, it will be capital X into capital Y is equal to C square. Now I'm changing everything. Small x into small y is equal to C square. Why that? Okay. Xy is equal to C square, where C square is equal to A square by 2. Okay. Why am I changing? Because now I'll change the position of the hyperbola. I'll keep the axis as it is. Now I'll keep the axis x and y axis as it is. Now I'll change the position of hyperbola. Okay. Now see this. Xy is equal to C square. Equation of xy is equal to C square. This will be so that is the figure of rectangular hyperbola. Xy is equal to c square. Xy is equal to c square. Now forget about a square here. Okay, so I just comparison, that is just comparison, or we just keep it as capital X into capital Y here. Capital X into capital Y is equal to c square, where c square is equal to a square by 2, because from this equation we got this equation after rotating the axis through minus pi by 4. Okay, after rotating the axis through minus pi by 4, this is how you get. Now suppose I'm changing the position of hyperbola, I'm not rotating the axis, I'm changing the position of hyperbola. Now the equation will be simply xy is equal to c square, x and y axis, x and y axis. Now what are the asymptotes of this hyperbola? What are the asymptotes of this hyperbola? Asymptotes of xy is equal to c square, x and y axis. See, x and y axis are the tangents at infinite points for this one. So x and y axis are the asymptotes. What are the equations? Y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. Okay, so here I rotated the axis. Here I'm not changing the position of axis, I'm changing the position of hyperbola itself. So now the equation will be simply x into y is equal to c square. Okay, x into y is equal to c square. Next, okay, this is about rectangular hyperbola. What is the value of E for rectangular hyperbola? Root 2. Value of E is root 2. Okay, next. Equation of chord joining, equation of tangent, normal, equation of chord with given midpoint. Okay, now we'll see all those things. Line and hyperbola. Tangent. చెప్పే కదా ఈరోజు అయిపోద్దని. Line and hyperbola. Okay, so we'll discuss the equation of tangents and normal for this for this hyperbola separately. Okay, so now line and hyperbola, y is equal to mx plus c and hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. X square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Now put the equation. Minus mx plus c whole square by b square is equal to 1. Yes, b square x square minus a square into mx plus c whole square is equal to a square b square. Cross multiplication. B square x square minus a square of m square x square plus c square plus 2mcx is equal to a square b square. Now b square minus a square m square of x square. Okay, ఈ మొత్తాన్ని ఇటు తీసుకొచ్చేద్దాం, కొద్ది సింపుల్గా ఉంటుంది అది. Now a square m square minus b square of x square, okay, plus 2mc a square of x plus 2mc a square x plus a square b square plus a square c square plus a square b square plus a square c square is equal to 0. Okay, suppose the line touches. Okay, line touches the hyperbola. Line touches the hyperbola, then delta is equal to 0. So b square minus 4ac is 0. So to remove the formula in ellipse, ellipse lo formula gutunda, c square is equal to a square m square plus b square. So what I told you earlier, replace b square with minus b square, you will get the formula of hyperbola. Replace b square with minus b square, you will get the formula of hyperbola. So now we'll get here c square is equal to a square m square minus b square. C square is equal to a square m square minus b square. Okay? Any doubts here? Any doubts? C square is equal to a square m square minus b square. So C is equal to plus or minus under root a square m square minus b square. C is equal to plus or minus under root a square m square minus b square. Adi. Okay. So in ellipse we'll get a square m square plus b square. In hyperbola it is a square m square minus b square. That is the only difference. Okay. Now see, all the concepts and formula are same. I'm discussing the entire concept at a time. Okay, discussing the entire concept. Okay, problems will solve later. Next, tangent and normal. So equation of tangent. Okay, whether it is circle, parabola, ellipse or hyperbola, we'll discuss the equation of tangents in 3 different parts. Okay, first equation of tangent at a point, equation of tangent at a point on the curve, equation of tangent from an external point, and equation of tangent with a given slope. Equation of tangent at a given point. Okay, equation of tangent at a point on the curve, equation of tangent with given slope, equation of tangents drawn from an external point. These are the 3 types. Okay, now equation of tangent at px1 comma y1, okay, on the hyperbola s is equal to 0. Okay, px1 comma y1 s is equal to 0. Equation of tangent at a point s1 is equal to 0. No doubt in that. S1 is equal to 0. Suppose px1 comma y1, equation of hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. So equation is x1 by a square minus y1 by b square is equal to 1. This is the equation of hyperbola. X1 by a square minus y1 by b square is equal to 1. Same is for conjugate hyperbola also. Don't worry about that. Okay. Next, at theta, equation of tangent at theta. So theta means we'll have a secant theta comma b tan theta. Okay. Now how will we get the equation? How will we get the equation? X into what is x1 a secant theta by a square, right? A gets cancelled. So x secant theta by a minus y tan theta by b is equal to 1. That is the equation of tangent at a point. Okay, S1 is equal to 0. S1 is equal to 0. That is the equation of tangent at a point. Okay, so x secant theta by a minus y tan theta by b is equal to 1. Next, equation of tangent with slope m to x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Equation of tangent with slope m. So it will be y is equal to mx plus or minus under root a square m square minus b square. Okay, so equation of tangent with slope m to x minus h whole square by a square minus y minus k whole square by b square is equal to 1 is how will you get this? Y minus k is equal to m into x minus h plus or minus under root a square m square minus b square. See, this is the equation which is getting repeated circles, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, repeating equation. Okay, all s1 is equal to 0, y is equal to mx plus c, all these equations. Next, equation of tangent from an external point. From an external point p x1 comma y1. Okay, two tangents can be drawn obviously. Two tangents can be drawn from an external point. Okay, two tangents can be drawn. Now, what is the first step? Hamesha, sorry. Always first step is let slope is equal to m. Let slope is equal to m. Then the equation is y is equal to mx plus or minus under root a square m square minus b square. Okay. Now, passes through p, which means y1 minus mx1 is equal to plus or minus under root a square m square minus b square. Okay, square on both sides. By doing squaring on both sides, you can find value of m. Find m. Okay, by squaring on both sides, you can find the value of m. You get two values. Get two values. What if we get only one value? What if we get only one value? Guttunda adi? If we get only one value, the other one will be vertical. If we get only one value of m, it means the other tangent is vertical. Means the other tangent is vertical. Adi. Not defined. Correct. क्या होना है? Point of intersection of tangents Next normal. నార్మల్ ఆ తర్వాత కార్డ్ ఆఫ్ కాంటాక్ట్ పెయిర్ ఆఫ్ టాంజెంట్స్ దాంతో అయిపోద్ది మన పని ఇంక ఇవాళ. ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ డైరెక్టర్ సర్కిల్. ఏమవుతుంది డైరెక్టర్ సర్కిల్ గుర్తుందా? వాట్ ఇస్ ద డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్ సర్కిల్? క్విక్. What is the definition of director circle? What is the equation of director circle in ellipse? Okay, in ellipse what is the equation of director circle? The answer వచ్చినట్టుందరా x square. Equation of director circle in ellipse, x square by a square, sorry, x square plus y square is equal to a square plus b square. X square plus y square is equal to a square plus b square in case of ellipse. So in case of hyperbola it will be x square plus y square is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, I already told you, replace b square with minus b square to get the formula of hyperbola. Replace b square with minus b square to get the formula of hyperbola. Any doubts in this point? So what is the definition? Locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents. Locus of point of intersection of perpendicular tangents is known as director circle. Next, so its equation is x square plus y square is equal to a square minus b square. That is the equation of director circle for hyperbola. Next, normal. Talking about normal, equation of normal. At a point. Okay, equation of normal at a point x1 p x1 comma y1, similar to equation of normal in ellipse also. So what is the equation there? A square x by x1 minus b square y by y1 is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, in ellipse. So how to get this formula from there? Just replace b square with minus b square, you'll get that. So obviously you'll get a square x by x1 plus, there it is minus, so here you'll get plus b square y by y1 is equal to a square. There in ellipse it is minus b square, in hyperbola it will be plus b square. This is the equation of normal at x1 comma y1. So at theta, a secant theta comma b tan theta, it will be ax by secant theta plus by by tan theta is equal to a square plus b square. A square plus b square. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Ax by secant theta plus by tan theta is equal to a square plus b square. That is the equation of normal. Next thing you know, chord of contact. Equation of chord of contact. Any repetitions era? Equation of chord of contact. Yes. Adi kuda S1 is equal to 0 ne. P x1 comma y1, S is equal to 0 is S1 is equal to 0, equation of chord of contact. Equation of chord with given midpoint. Equation of chord with given midpoint. S1 is equal to S11. S1 is equal to S11. Equation of pair of tangents. Equation of pair of tangents drawn from an external point. It will be S11 is equal to S1 square. Is the fix? Okay, so they are the formulas which are same to circle as well as every conic. Okay, any doubts still here? So by this, I think we have finished the concept. ఒక పావు గంట ఉంది ఏమైనా మిస్ అయ్యి ఉంటే చెప్తున్నాడండి ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ కార్డ్ జాయినింగ్ 2 points అది మనం ఎలిప్స్ తో డిస్కస్ చేసాం ఓకే లెట్స్ డిస్కస్ హియర్ ఆల్సో okay x by a cos theta 1 minus theta 2 by 2 minus y by b. See, same formula. Okay, so there it is. Plus here it will get, here we will get minus y by b. Sin theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2 is equal to cos theta 1 plus theta 2 by 2. Equation of chord joining the points theta 1 and theta 2. Okay, so when will this be used? Whenever you come across something like focal chord, okay, write this equation and substitute the focus here, a comma 0 or minus a comma 0, whatever. Okay, so from there you will get the answer. Next, rectangular hyperbola discuss చేసుకోలేదు కదా మనం ఓకే చూద్దాం rectangular hyperbola xy is equal to c square. Okay, so this is xy is equal to c square. Okay, transverse and conjugate axis, transverse and conjugate axis, transverse. Okay, now talking about vertices, see one vertex here, other one here, c comma c and minus c comma minus c, those are the vertices. Next, focus, foci, okay, root 2c comma root 2c and minus root 2c comma minus root 2c. Those are the foci. Next, directrices. X plus y is equal to plus or minus root 2c. X plus y is equal to plus or minus root 2c. ఇక్కడ ఉంటే directrices. These are the foci. Okay. S, S dash, Z, Z dash. Okay. Clear Adi? Next. Length of latus rectum. Two root 2c. Length of latus rectum is 2 root 2c, which is similar to length of transverse axis and also length of conjugate axis. So length of transverse axis, length of conjugate axis and length of latus rectum all are equal in case of rectangular hyperbola. Okay. Inga equation of chord, equation of tangent chord ela kanukuntam. Equation of tangent, yes, at a point x1, y1 anna. Equation of tangent at a point x1, y1. ఎట్లా వస్తుంది? Yes. Tangents and normals concept తెలుసు కదా, ఎలా కనుక్కుంటావు? ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ నార్మల్, ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ టాంజెంట్ y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. How to find m? xy is equal to c square. Xy is equal to c square. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides. UV rule. X differentiation 1 into y plus x into y differentiation dy by dx is equal to c square differentiation 0. So m is equal to minus y1 by x1, minus y by x, so minus y1 by x1. Put that here, we'll get y minus y1 is equal to minus y1 by x1 into x minus x1. So y minus y1 is equal to y into x1 minus y1 into x1 minus y1x plus x1 y1. So yx1 plus xy1 is equal to 2x1 y1. x1 comma y1 is on the hyperbola, so x1 into y1 will be c square. So xy1 plus yx1 is equal to 2c square. Okay, or else simply s1 is equal to 0, or else simply x1 is equal to 0, xy is equal to c square, right? So what you will do is, read out in this. I written 2xy. What is 2xy by 2? xy. Okay. So xy plus xy is equal to 2c square. Now apply s1 is equal to 0 here. From here, apply s1 is equal to 0. X into replace y with y1. Y into replace x with x1 is equal to 2c square. That is s1 is equal to 0. Okay. So ఎలా కనుక్కోవచ్చు? ఈక్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ నార్మల్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది? Equation of normal, y minus y1 is equal to minus 1 by m into x minus x1. So y minus y1 is equal to minus 1 by m x1 by y1 into x minus x1. So y by 1 minus y1 square is equal to xx1 minus x1 square. Okay. xx1 minus yy1 is equal to x1 square minus y1 square. This is the equation of normal at x1 comma y1. At x1 comma y1. Okay. ఇక్కడతో హైపర్బోలా కాన్సెప్ట్ అయిపోయింది. ఓకే, టీచింగ్ పార్ట్ ఇస్ ఫినిష్డ్. కాన్సెప్ట్ పార్ట్, టీచింగ్ కాన్సెప్చువల్ పార్ట్ ఇస్ ఫినిష్డ్. కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ పెడతా గ్రూప్లో, అవి చేసుకోండి. సంగీత్ బుక్ లో చేసేయండి రా హైపర్బోలా. Solve from the Cengage book. Okay. Kaise aayega, I'll send the questions in the group. Okay. So solve the questions from Cengage itself. We'll discuss them tomorrow. Okay. Solve the questions from Cengage.